to say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. We thank you once again for the co-creation of this interaction, and we thank you for allowing us to share our perspective, our point of view, our experiences with you for 30 of your orbits around your central star. Doesn't sound like much when you say it that way. Just 30 times around the sun, that's all. But we know that in your reality, a lot happens in one orbit. And so we know that in the information that you have decided, that you have chosen to apply, to incorporate into your own lives, that we have reflected to you the information that your higher minds already know, that we are simply happy to remind you of what you have forgotten. We thank you for your willingness to incorporate whatever it is you believe that you prefer, whatever it is that allows you to be more of your true selves. For when you choose to do that, it creates a reality, a new reality that we can share more and more with you in. And we thank you for increasing our ability to expand our family through each and every one of you. We would like to begin this transmission this night of your time with the idea that has been titled, Dream a Little Dream. The idea now, of course, as we have discussed a few times, is that dreams can be many things. Sometimes they are simply the idea of your mind processing certain events of the day. But other times they are also memories, whether they be literal or symbolic memories, of experiences that you may be having on other levels of consciousness. Even experiences you may be having in other realms, other dimensions, and other realities, but that then you cannot necessarily make sense of in your language, in your symbolism, beyond a certain point. So the physical mind, when you reconnect with your physical reality, when you wake up, so to speak, you will create for yourself some form of representation of an experience that you may not have been able to understand in physical reality, but you were capable of experiencing in non-physical reality or in other dimensions. But in wanting to remember that experience, in wanting to connect to that experience, you have to have at least some symbolic representation or interpretation of something for which you have no words, for which you have no way to frame in the actual reality in which you had the experience. But one of the things we wish to allow you to understand is that, very similar to the concept of manifestation that we have discussed with you, where everything is already here and now, it's not that you're attracting something from somewhere else, you're simply allowing yourself to change your frequency to match, to be resonant, in harmony with what is already here that was simply heretofore invisible to you. In a similar fashion, dreams are often simply the idea of playing out, stretching out in a physical, space-time, linear way, an experience that you actually have in a timeless state. So the idea is that you have the entire experience all at once, instantaneously, but then it reels itself out, spools itself out in your physical mind and takes whatever time it takes to create the symbology, to create the symbolic story that represents the experience that you had, but the experience itself may not have taken any time at all. So again, it is similar to the idea of a telepathic communication, where all the information is there instantly. But the idea of incorporating that information into your physical reality may require that you stretch it out into words, into pictures, into some form where it seems as if the information is coming one step at a time after the other, so that you can make linear sense of it and apply it in your physical reality, which after all is a space-time experience. But it's all there, right here, right now, all at once, the entire dream, and every dream you will ever have, every experience you will ever have, exists right now. You tap into them at whatever rate, at whatever pace, and whatever timing is appropriate for your process in terms of your growth and what you believe to be true for you. But all the dreams exist right now. And in addition to that, of course, your physical life, in a sense, as we have said many times, is a type of dream, at least from the perspective of the higher mind, and certainly from the perspective of the soul. You are the soul's dream. Right now, the soul, in a sense, goes to sleep by projecting itself into the idea of a physical experience and chooses to forget, in a sense, that it is an expanded soul in a timeless reality that knows everything it needs to know. And by going to sleep in that way, it dreams of itself being in this physical reality in a kind of a limited way so that it can explore a certain idea free from any other idea intervening or interfering with that physical dream. So you yourselves, your life experiences are the dreams your soul is having. And you are going through that reality, going through that experience to feed back to the soul when you wake up, so to speak, upon death, and thus then can allow yourself to know that this is a dream, and that you had this dream experience, and that whatever it is you did experience in this dream adds to your soul's understanding of itself by having been able to experience itself from a different point of view than it is capable of experiencing itself from in a timeless reality, or at least a reality with not the same kind of time experience that you have in the physical world. Now, you know, many of you, that you talked about the idea of experiencing what you call lucid dreams. And this is a very special kind of an experience. The idea of waking up in the dream and knowing that you are dreaming gives you unprecedented ability to, in a sense, control the dream, to determine what the dream experience shall be consciously while you are still in that dream state. Now, that lucid dream state takes place in what we have talked about called the template level reality. That borderline between the non-physical higher mind and the physical mind is the template level reality where you, in a sense, plan out the idea of your day like a blueprint, plan out many aspects of your life like a blueprint, like a chart. And when you dream, you can go back there and rearrange things. You can look at the agreements you have made to explore, the themes you have chosen to explore. You can rearrange how it is you go about exploring those things in the template level reality. And thus then when you reconnect to physical reality, you can thus then experience the manifestation physically of the rearrangement you have made in the energetic, quasi-physical template level reality that determines all shapes and sizes of things, all physical experiences that you have. So lucid dreaming is, in a sense, allowing yourself to wake up closer to being the higher mind expression, closer to being in balance with the higher mind in that template level reality. Now, you are inventing many different kinds of techniques and permission slips, and even technologies that give you more opportunity to wake up, to have lucid dreams as you prefer to, as you desire to, in whatever way you so choose. One such technology that now exists on your planet is called a rapid eye movement mask, REM mask. And the idea is that when you are wearing this mask, you will be given signals through infrared lights that will flash through your eyelids. And you will learn to train yourself to recognize that when you see those flashes in your dream state, that you will actually remember that that is a signal you are dreaming. And thus then by remembering that is a signal that you are dreaming, you will wake up in the dream. It also comes with the ability to let the mask know that you have woken up so it will not keep flashing you and disturb the now lucid dream that you are having, which will give you the opportunity to thus then really experience that template level reality, to actually wake up in that dimension between dimensions and really explore the blueprint and really see how you can rearrange things consciously instead of simply allowing it to be an unconscious experience for you. So there is that now available to you. You can look it up and allow yourselves to participate in the raising of your consciousness and allowing the awakening of your consciousness in that dream state so that you become more lucid, not only when you're dreaming, but by going into that template level reality in a conscious state, in a lucid dream, and having control and knowing you are dreaming, knowing in a sense you are quote unquote out of the body, knowing you are an expanded consciousness, knowing that you are in that limbo state, that reality dimension between your physical and higher mind. You can connect to both the physical and higher mind in a new way, in a much more lucid way. And when you do it that way, in the lucid dream state, then when you reconnect with the physical mind, when you wake up in the morning and go about your day, you'll be capable of remembering more and more of how to tap into that template level reality while you are having the physical dream. And it will allow you more strongly a sensation of being able to manifest exactly as you prefer, exactly as your most harmonious vibration. You will begin to really see that everything is here and now. You'll begin to really sense and observe the structure of existence and know that manifestation is not about attracting things from a distance, but simply about aligning vibrationally with things that are already here to the point where you can finally perceive them, because you understand that all those things and anything you will ever manifest already exists in that template level reality. All the blueprints are there, right here, right now. And the more conscious awareness and recognition you have, and the more conscious participation you can create for yourself in that lucid dream state, the more lucid you will be in your physical dream, and you will thus then be able to expand in a much, much, much more conscious way. Sound exciting? Yeah. All right. So that's what this is all about. And even in these interactions that we are having with you right now, the idea is that we are giving off a frequency that is the frequency of the template level reality, so that you can begin to relax into that. Let it wash over you. Let it wash through you. Let it harmonize with your neurological net, so that when you go to sleep this night of your time, you will know that you've already been infused with the seed of that vibration of lucidity, that vibration of the template level reality, so you can connect more consciously with the higher mind and the physical mind in a balanced way. Know that you are being infused with that right now, so that you are awake in the dream we are having right now. For we are dreaming all of you, and you are dreaming all of us. And we are the dreams of all that is. And we dream all that is into existence, even as it dreams us into awareness. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up into yourselves more and more and more, every day in every way, by acting on your highest joy. And take advantage of all the permission slips that you create to become more lucid in any way, shape, or form that you possibly can. Do not be afraid. Be willing. Be willing to dive deep into the subconscious and unconscious minds, for those are actually higher levels than the conscious mind and contain all the answers to all the questions that you have. When you go into the subconscious, when you go into the unconscious, you are actually much closer to the template level reality, much closer to the higher mind. For that higher mind creates the physical consciousness by, in a sense, coming down through the template level reality, coming down through the unconscious level reality, coming down through the subconscious level reality and into physical consciousness. So even though many of you may think that the subconscious and the unconscious are deep down beneath the conscious mind, in fact, the conscious physical mind is the lowest level of the three. So thus then, anytime you go into your subconscious mind of feelings, anytime you go into the unconscious mind of beliefs and definitions, you're actually going up the ladder, up the scale, up in vibration to the template level reality, and linking very lucidly with the higher mind and forming that balance point. So do not be afraid to investigate those realms of consciousness within you, because they can only lead you to more of yourself. Do not fear the unknown. The unknown is where the rest of you resides. The only thing you will ever discover there is more of yourself. There is nothing to be afraid of. We thank you for dreaming with us this day, this night of your time, and in return for the gift you are giving of allowing us to experience each and every one of your dreams, I ask you now, in what way may we